Hey guys, it's Dawn here, and today I want to show you my brake light mod on the Sherman Max, although this will probably work on the Sherman as well because I believe they're the exact same light. So the stock is all red, and it's kind of hard to see because like it's on right now, but I mean that is on. But you don't really see much of the brake light, like unlike this or even this one. See what I'm talking about? And that's why I added these. And the reason why I have two is because I'm testing different ones. I wouldn't recommend this one. It's really nice because it just pops right out. It's held on by magnet, but it also means that any little thing and it just pops right off. And I'm expecting to lose this anytime soon. This one has nothing to pop out, but it does have, I think it has a quick release. Oh yeah, you have to turn it. You have to turn it and then it comes out, and it's rechargeable and stuff, and it's metal. And it's really well built, and it's charged by micro USB. This is Zonky Q3. It's reversed, huh? It's mirrored for you. Sorry, it's Zonky's Q3. But yeah, just as long as it's a turn one, it's a lot more secure. This one hasn't ever come off. This one has different modes. This one is very bright, and it has different modes. And one of these, which one is it? One of these has like a, I think it's this one. I don't know, they might both have, they have like intelligent mode. So when it's breathing like this, then it's in an intelligent mode, and that means that when it's not moving for a while, it'll just automatically turn off and all that. But anyways, so this is not that bright, so all I did was Dremel out the top here, and then you get this nice bright white light that is a lot more visible. But the other thing that it does is I now have turn signals. Now it's always been there, but you just couldn't see it before, but now you can see it. So when I lean to one side, it's going to flash a yellow light to that side. So hopefully you saw that. I know it's daytime right now, so it's hard to see the lights anyways. I'll show you different angles. Now so how this works is that the brake light is a clear plastic, and then the red plastic goes over it. So if you wanted to do it like in a really proper way, you probably take off the brake light, pop off the red plastic piece, Dremel out this area, and you'll see that it has an indent in that area anyway, so you just learn. I mean, you just follow that indent, and then you pop it back on, put it all back together again. I didn't do that because I didn't know what to expect. No one taught me how to do it, and I don't want to ask people because I don't want to be a bother. So I saw this mod, I just saw it, and then I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I can do that. I'll just cut that out. So I did it in a real ghetto way, which was to just lay him on his face so that this was facing up. And I just Dremeled this out while it was on him, just like this. I just Dremeled this out. Use different bits, use stone. I tried a cutting wheel, and then I ended up using a really fine stone bit to grind away, because the plastic was melting with the cutting wheel and stuff like that. So it was a lot of experiment for me, and I messed it up and stuff. Don't cut too deep. The thing is, once you get that red plastic real thin, then you can pretty much pop that red plastic off and leave that clear plastic will be right underneath, and it will be exposed, and you don't want to scuff that up, the clear plastic part. And then I just buffed it afterwards with a polishing to buff up and take away all the sharp edges and buff it up and make it all nice. If you cut too deep, like I did at one part, I cut a little bit too deep, and then it will expose air, a hole. And that is basically just, it is just you're exposing the space, the empty space between the plastic and that clear piece in the edges. And I just used my 3D pen with some red filament, and I just filled in that hole just to seal it up. And it's plastic to plastic, and I melted it and I made it real nice and smooth. So it wasn't, it's not a big deal, but it's not as like professional and as pretty as it could have been. But I'm real ghetto anyways. I don't do things that well. I did mess up because I forgot to the chuck of my Dremel kind of ding this a little bit, but it works, and I love it, and I love the way that it looks now and stuff. So yep, that's it. The other mods that I am working on right now is a seat mod with my Surons. Oh wait, I think I need to hold you down. Yes. And then this one I need to find there. So I'm gonna change how I have the pads on right now. If you have the pads down low, then it's better for jumping. And not that I jump my Sherman, but I would, like I said in my last video, being able to jump over divots in the ground, little ditches and stuff is really helpful. I would like, if possible, if I can jump him and just lift him just a tad, that could be helpful in other situations too. I'm not jumping as a stunning jumping. I'm jumping for like safety jumping, avoiding obstacles sort of thing. So in order to do that, I need the Clark pad to be down lower so that my feet can hook onto it. But if I want to accelerate and push up steep inclines, I need this up higher. So back before, when jumping was not even an option for me, then I have this up high. But now that jumping is a thing, I want it down low. So what I need to do is make a mod. And what I'm going to do is move this down. I think I'm going to move this whole thing down. And then my friend is helping me. And I think we're going to make another, we're going to print another 3D, we're going to make a design and make a 3D print thing that will follow this contour up. And also for this pad makes this transition more seamless. But instead of this pad, we'll maybe make this as a 3D print. So it'll all be really nice and seamless. And I'll have a higher up here, the brake, the acceleration, and the seamless thing too. And that maybe we can make it seamless up to the height of the seat, because we're also modding the seat, and making it a little bit taller for me. Oh, while we're here, and since I have time, I'll go ahead and show you his front and show you his light. Haha, it's so bright. Wait. There we go. My poor camera is like, I'm just using my phone, but super bright. All right, so this one is the aftermarket light that replaces the stock light, and turn them off. Okay, I already told you about this. Yes, I already gave you guys a link to this in my last video. For the aftermarket, you have to solder the 3.5 millimeter plug to it, and then get Flyboy's adapter, because that way you can use the stock thing. But for me, I bent I bent the bar, and that was literally the stock bar, how it originally mounted, grabbing it and just very gently bending it out until this could fit, and still make it so that I can still tilt it all the way down, all the way up. It's a little bit hard to tilt because I made it tight. But that way I still have full range. And I rode with this on the night ride, and it was definitely much better than the stock, but I mean, to the sides, it's still darkness. So if you're turning, you can't see anything when you're turning, unless if you had a separate light that can shine to the sides, and that's where the headlamp or a handheld flashlight also comes into play. Also, I was able to outrun my light. So as you go faster, you can outrun your visibility, and you got to be careful not to do that. So with the handheld, you can throw the light forward. The best thing really was to just stay in a tight group, and the combination of everybody's lights really illuminated the road, and then it wasn't even really an issue. Jeff, oh my gosh, Jeff's wheel was completely outfitted with lights, and then he's got red and blue flashings, and then he's got all these white, like it is like all around, and he just lit up everything around him. So it was like that was really cool. But you have to do a lot more mods to be able to shine it like that. All right, so I think that's all of my mods. This is the Atticus bumper. Oh, I do have another light. I just have lights everywhere right now as I'm trying to figure out like where I want them, which ones I want and stuff. I just have to try it out. And then I always figure, I also have ones that go on my backpack and stuff like that. And I don't know, some of these are free when I buy other things, like that oh, the beeper, the chirper light. That one comes with one of these light bars. And sometimes it's nice, like when I'm going on long distance rides, I don't necessarily want to run my headlight because I'm worried about battery. If I want to save as much battery as possible, because it's a long distance range run or something, then, you know, I feel it's like free lights to run these guys instead. All right, I think that is it. I still got a lot of mods I'm working on. I was actually kind of bummed because I almost felt like I'm starting to run out of mods that I can do. This is my water bottle holder, and I pretty much always have a water bottle in here, a 32 ounce water bottle in here. This one can also hold, and I still have it on, because my last ride was our exploratory 70-mile Lake Castaic ride. So that's why I still have this one on. I usually take it off, but sometimes it's nice just to have like an open grab bag. You can just, you know, throw like any random thing in here. And this bag actually can come out a lot larger. I just have it cinched in tighter. There's extra pockets. I really don't have a real use or need for it on a regular ride, non-exploratory long distance ride, but I just haven't taken it off yet because it's not that big a deal right now for me to just have it on. So there you go. Thanks for joining me today. Real quick, I'll show you. Whoa. So I believe that when you brake, then this like flashes too. So it does that flash. Plus, we know that flashing lights always gets more attention. You can see flashing of this much better now than when this whole thing was just red. All right, there you go. So thanks for joining me today, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.